ask you about that because you talk about tax reform. That's something that the left wants, and it's something that the right wants. The problem is what tax reform entails. So here's the president today talking about tax reform, closing loopholes.
There is no reason that the jobs of thousands of Americans who work in national security or education or clean energy, not to mention the growth of the entire economy, should be put in jeopardy just because folks in Washington couldn't come together to eliminate a few special interest tax loopholes or government programs that we agree need some reform.
They're not little, and they're not few, and they're not easy. I mean, Michael Waldman, of the 5 of the top 10 tax expenditures, these are loopholes. Mortgage interest deduction, the deduction we all get for our health care, the child tax credit, deduction for your state and local taxes, charity. Okay, the president doesn't want to name those. Republicans don't want to name those, but that's what we're talking about, a tax increase on a whole lot of people.
Well, if you really wound up closing those deductions, it would have a massive impact on a lot of lives, and I don't think it's going to happen.
Sure would.
I think that what you're going to wind up seeing is there are a lot of tax deductions that don't bring in quite as much money, but which really distort economic behavior. A good one people point to is the carried interest, which allows hedge fund people to not pay the same taxes as everybody else.
Unfair,
that's not going to bring as much money in, but there may just need to be ultimately higher rates if we're serious about dealing with long-term fiscal health.